All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series, and tonight is the first race of the round of 8. I'm really surprised to see 25 drivers out here tonight for Martinsville. Usually drivers stay away from Martinsville. See 25 guys come out here tonight is pretty cool. Hopefully that's going to be good racing and see who's going to be up on top here. See, we have the top 3 in blue colors, the 21 Dash McLaughlin, the 53 Lupa Gonzalez, and the 44 Travis Wall, and then we saw Adam Baker, the 48, all with blue. Those are the chase drivers here tonight. It should be pretty good. Just give me a second to get situated here. Take a look at some temperatures. 78 degrees, 103 degree track temperature. We did see guys out there running around and sliding into the turns. Looks like really loose setup out here. So we may see a few incidents. Obviously, Martinsville, probably going to see quite a few. But let's take a look now at some points here. The chase grid. You see the 8 drivers: Shane Papala, Joe Mitchell, Len McNeese, Adam Baker, Lupa Gonzalez, David Howard Jr., Dash McLaughlin, and Travis Wall. Those were the drivers that made it in to this round. This is the first race. Then it goes to Texas and then Phoenix. And then 4 drivers will get out of Phoenix and go to Homestead for the final. So winding down the series here. Next week will be Texas already. And those are the 8 drivers right now in the first round of 8 here at Martinsville. And like I said, I'm surprised to see 25 drivers out here tonight. I would have never guessed that 25 drivers would have come out tonight. Like I said, usually people do stay away from Martinsville. You usually see a big turnout for the super speedways, Daytona, Talladega. You see a lot of turnout for that. These shorter tracks, you really don't see a whole lot of turnout, but it's really good. Got some good drivers out here tonight. We'll kind of just brush through a little bit. Let's take a look at the top 5 right now. In speed, you got Dash McLaughlin, Lupa Gonzalez, Travis Wall, Braden Johnson, and Shane Papala. And the guys with the blue numbers and blue tail fins, and they should have a blue windshield banner. Those are the chase drivers. So as you're watching tonight, if you see blue numbers or blue tail fins or blue windshield banners, then you know those are the chase drivers. Just looking at the 19 of Tim Giles. Tim Giles with Lazy Days Racing, and let's go to Eric Barilli in that 14. Eric Barilli is the owner of Lazy Days Racing. Lazy Days Racing sponsors the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series here at SoMo. Portside Jaguar Land Rover is the sponsor here for the Truck Series. We see him side by side with Travis Wall. Len McNeese down low. Len McNeese pulled out a must-win at Talladega last week. Got himself into the round of 8. And he missed the race and was back behind, way behind in points. There wasn't any way he was going to get into the round of 8 except for a win. And he pulled it off. So it was pretty good. So we'll see tonight if a chase driver grabs a win or just another driver that's not in the chase to stop one of these guys from advancing. Only 4 guys are going to make it out of this top 8. All right, we're going to go to our anthem, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to go to qualifies. So we'll be right back, everybody. All right, we're back here. We're just waiting for some time to kick down. Hopefully we have a smooth night tonight here in the broadcast booth. We had a Windows 10 update a couple hours ago that no matter how you try to stop them, they still keep on going. So I'm not sure if that's going to cause any problems here tonight. If it is, we'll try to stay on top of it. And we'll try to stay on top of all the action here that's going to go on tonight. Just waiting for the time to kick down and go to qualify. It is single truck qualify here, so one driver at a time qualifying. There are no fast repairs at SoMo, so if somebody gets a wreck, damage to the truck, they're going to have to go in and try to get it repaired or take it behind the wall. So we'll see what that brings us here tonight. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go to qualify. We'll leave up the top 5. Let's see who gets out first. And it looks like Shane Papala was your driver to get out first. So we'll go around a lap with Shane. And let's jump inside the truck with Shane. Got to be real smooth here. If you lose your concentration, lose your rhythm, it can really throw you for a loop. So right now Shane does take that #1 spot. Let's take a ride with Adam Baker. He's shown in 3rd. Let's go to Jeff Glockner in the new paint. Oh man, these guys are qualifying quick. Here we go. Dash McLaughlin quickly up to the front again. See Jeff Glockner sporting the iRacing World. What is that? Chevy Silverado, number 24. I know Jeff just got that paint on that truck. Go around with Mason Clark in the number 38. Right now he's showing 11th. 6th place is being shown to the number 60 of Brian Neff. And Jim Locking in the 91, hanging on the 10th. Go to Aaron Schaefer in the 29. He's being shown in 9th. And then J.D. Willis, the number 15, right now moves up to the 4th spot. Randy Perdue up to the 5th spot. Right now, Dash holding on to that #1 spot. We saw him pretty fast out here in in warm-up. He is a chase driver. he gets a win, that will move him to the next round for sure. Only 4 drivers are going to get out of these next 2 races tonight, and Texas and Phoenix. See Randy Perdue in that 55. Len McNeese pulled out a must-win last week. See if he can pull it again. Right now, Len shown in 14th. He's got a 27.46. And not going to improve on that. Joe Mitchell now moves up to the 4th spot. Aaron Schaefer pulls a 2nd here. And let's see, Lupa Gonzalez, is he going to qualify? Yeah, Lupa Gonzalez is going to take 9th. You see him coming back into the pits. And Travis Wall out there now. Let's see what kind of time he gets coming by. He's pretty quick. We'll see if he's able to take that number 1 spot from Dash, or if Dash is going to be the pole setter here tonight. Travis Wall is going to steal that number 1 spot. Travis also a chase driver, so definitely going to see some action up in the front. We see a lot of blue numbers up in the top here. Travis sporting a new paint tonight also. He's got the blue numbers on the truck finally. And it looks like Travis Wall is going to hang on to that top spot. So far, I do not see any. Well, Andrew Melvin is out there right now. Let's take a ride with Andrew Melvin in the number 37. Right now, he scored 25th. Wait and see what kind of time he gets put up. And that's going to move him to 10th. Let's see if he's going to go around another lap and try and back that time up. He's got a 20.624. Looks like he is going to give it one more. Nope. Time runs out. So Travis Wall going to be your pole setter here tonight. We'll wait for these guys to start gridding up here. We'll go over the grid. Travis Wall going to start on the pole. Congratulations to Travis on that. And Dash McLaughlin going to start 2nd. 3rd place is going to go to Aaron Schaefer. 4th place is going to go to Shane Papala. 5th is Joe Mitchell. J.D. Willis will start 6th. Randy Perdue is going to start 7th. Brian Neff will start 8th. Adam Baker is going to start 9th. Andrew Melvin rounding out your 10. Lupa Gonzalez will start 11th. David Howard Jr. will start 12th. Braden Johnson is going to start 13th. Jim Locking in the 19 is going to start 14th. Eric Barilli going to start 15th here. Len McNeese going to start 16th tonight. Tyler Pluff going to start 17th. Josh Mayu going to start 18th. Jeff Glockner will be in the 19th spot. Mason Clark will be 20th. Tim Giles is going to start 21st. Ronald Henry, good to see him back, is going to start 22nd. 23rd is Anthony Cianci. 24th is David Gainforth. And rounding out your field in 25th is Paul Buzz Cohen. 25 drivers here tonight. Man, that's a lot of drivers for Martinsville. You're watching the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series at SoMo Racing League. This is the first round of 8 at Martinsville Speedway. Next week will be Texas, and then the following week will be Phoenix. And then 4 guys will move on to Homestead for the final race of the season. Looking at 103-degree track temperature and partly cloudy skies. We did see under warm-up a bunch of guys having a tough time getting through the turns. The back end's wanting to come around. Hopefully we don't see the big one. Hopefully we keep this green. It'd be nice to see this stay green and watch these guys, especially the chase drivers, chase it out. All right, we're going to get ready to get going here tonight. Guys are lined up. Leader does have lane choice on the starts and the restarts. Travis Wall is going to stick to the inside. Dash McLaughlin on the outside as the pace car pulls in. This is the first race in the round of 8 here at Martinsville. And the green flag is out. It looks like Travis Wall does get a really good start. It looks like everybody got through pretty good. See a little bit of banging going on. The 55. Oh, he does save it. You're going to see some tight racing here. So Travis Wall is out front. He's got about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 tenths over Dash. And we see the 19 of Tim Giles having a problem down there. We didn't see what happened with him, if there was a problem on the start, but everybody is getting around him right now. Go back up front here to the 89 of Shane Papala sitting in 3rd. Joe Mitchell back in 5th. See Randy Perdue back here in 7th with Brian Neff right behind in the yellow is out. Let's take a look and see Anthony Cianci not on the track, so let's see if he was involved with that. I don't think it was Anthony Cianci. I did not see him out there, so we'll try and find out what happened here. May have been the 51. Let's try and take a look. He's got a little bit of damage. Maybe something happened between him and the 19. So we'll see if anybody does come down pit road. Only been a couple of laps, so I don't think we would have anybody. Looks like the 19 gonna get the lucky dog. So it looks like it's going to be Travis Wall, Dash McLaughlin, Shane Papala. Excuse me. Aaron Schaefer, and then Joe Mitchell rounding out the top 5. Looks like everybody is on the track. Paul Cohen is down 1 lap. Looks like Jeff Glockner is also down 1 lap. And Anthony Cianci's 5 laps down. And then number 23, not really sure what happened to him. At 125 laps here, there are no fast repairs. So any damage you get, you got to bring it in and get it fixed if you choose to. Obviously, a track like this, aero's not going to make that much of a difference, but if the toe's off a little bit, definitely going to hurt you. All right, lights are out. We're going to get ready to go back green again one more time. And we're waiting for that flag to drop. Travis Wall now on the outside. So Travis got a pretty good jump there. You see the 89 Shane Papala down low, the 18 of Joe Mitchell. They kind of stack them up a little bit behind him. The 55 is going to make contact with the 15. That's the 55 of Randy Perdue and the 15 of J.D. Willis. They do keep it green, but I think the 15 was the loser there in that one. He lost a bunch of spots. Go back a little bit here to the number 7 of David Howard Jr. sitting in 17th. He is a chase driver. The 84 Len McNeese, also a chase driver. Up front, Travis Wall out to about a 5/10 lead. Shane Papala slowly closing in on the 21 of Dash McLaughlin for second. And those are chase drivers, your top 3. Go back to Adam Baker sitting in 6th. See Joe Mitchell taking it down low. Gonna let the 29 of Aaron Schaefer by, or maybe just had a moment there. See Aaron Schaefer and Joe Mitchell side by side. Adam Baker now trying to peek a nose underneath the 29. We already see a bunch of trucks out there with a little bit of damage on them. Martinsville. So Adam Baker going to try and take a look underneath now. That is for a 5th and 6th. Adam Baker now going to take a look under his teammate Joe Mitchell. 36 of Braden Johnson going to be in there also. And the 60 of Brian Neff. So Adam Baker going to take that spot from Joe. Going to move Adam up to 4th, move Joe back to 5th. Let's take a look back a little bit further in the field here. 38 of Mason Clark, the 75 of Ronald Henry, the 84 of Len McNeese, and the 7 of David Howard Jr. That's 14th through 17th. So Jim Locking in 13th, trying to work on the 37 of Andrew Melvin, just a little bit back. Right now in your 10th spot is Eric Barilli. Right behind him, the 53 Lupa Gonzalez, a chase driver. Take a look what happened to Jeff. Jeff right now is 1 lap down. The 51 of Paul Cohen in 23rd, he is 1 lap down. We see the 15 of J.D. Willis, that contact he made earlier with the 55. Looks like it really hurt him because he's dropped back and he was up closer to the front. So maybe he'll get a chance to get in and get some of that damage repaired if we get another yellow. Let's jump inside with the 3rd place driver, Shane Papala. Back to Eric Barilli now in 11th. The 53 of Lupa Gonzalez just gets around on the outside. Inside with Mason Clark. And right in front of him, I believe that's the 75 of Ronald Henry. Let's jump inside with Lupa Gonzalez right now, trying to put a little bit of pressure on the 29 of Aaron Schaefer. We see the 18 of Joe Mitchell down low, back in 8th, losing some spots. Don't know if he's wanting to lose those spots or maybe trying to save some tires. I don't know. Or maybe burn the tires up. But definitely losing some spots. And here comes the 53 Lupa Gonzalez trying to get around that 18. Shane Papala does move into 2nd. Dash McLaughlin does go back to 3rd. So Shane's going to try and chase down Travis Wall. And all top four are chase drivers. Yellow is out. Looks like the 22 Tyler Pluff. Let's see, Jeff Glockner gets a piece of it. Let's see if we can see what happened with him. You see the back end just come around. And he pulled it up in front of Jeff. So we do see drivers coming down pit road right now. Travis Wall leading them down. Look like Travis Wall going to make it out first. Shane Papala 2nd. Dash McLaughlin, and then maybe Adam Baker. We'll wait for them to come by, get scored, and we'll see who's your top 5. I know these shorter tracks, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the score to catch up. See if anybody stayed out. See the 23. These laps down. I believe the 15 is also laps down. Yeah. So we might see a couple of guys taking a wave around here. Right now it's still showing Travis Wall in your lead. Shane Papala, Dash McLaughlin, Adam Baker, Braden Johnson, top 5. Then it goes back to Brian Neff, Aaron Schaefer, Len McNeese, Randy Perdue, and Joe Mitchell, your top 10. So we've got 29 laps, 30 laps in, no lead changes, and we are under caution number 2. And they are getting ready to line them up side by side. Looks like Travis Wall is going to take the inside. Shane Papala is going to be on the outside. Adam Baker and Dash McLaughlin in row 2. Pace car does go in. Looks like, ooh, close at that line. Looks like he gives it to Shane, and Shane up the track and into the wall. Oh, and that collects some others too. Let's go back and see what happened. Now, I don't know what happened to Shane right there on that one. See him again on the start. Shane up high. It looks like the back end started to come out. He went to correct. Oh, the 18 of Joe Mitchell, the 53, the 51, the 101. And then we see the 22 trying to get down and through. Oh, man. Major damages on that 18. It looked like he went to try to save it and overcorrected it, slapped it right up into the wall. Not what Shane wanted. See him coming down the pits with the 22 Tyler Pluff, the 101 of David Gameforth also coming down. See the 51 of Paul Cohen sitting in the pits getting damages repaired. I mean, luckily it's Martinsville. Even with some damages, you can still have a decent truck. Joe Mitchell with heavy damages sitting in pits. Not the night he expected. See the 101 of Gameforth heading out. So it looks like your top five now are Travis Wall, Dash McLaughlin, Adam Baker, Brian Neff, Braden Johnson. Adam Baker started 9th. Brian Neff started 8th. Braden Johnson started 13th up to 5th. We go to Len McNeese, started 16th. He's currently sitting 6th. Aaron Schaefer started 3rd, losing a couple of spots right now, sitting in 7th. And then Randy Perdue started 7th, loses 1 spot. Jim Locking started 14th. He's sitting in 9th. And then Andrew Melvin started 10th, sitting in 10th. Let's take a ride with Brian Neff. Becoming to lap number 39. We got 125 laps here tonight. Pace car goes in. We're inside with Brian Neff on this restart. And we're green. Here, ripping through those gears. Brian Neff going to hang on to 3rd. Adam Baker in 4th. Go back. Braden Johnson still in 5th. Let's go back a little bit here with these guys trying to settle it out. Looks like the 91 of Jim Locking in 10th. Eric Barilli right there in the 14 and 11, trying to make his way into the top 10. Also the 75 of Ronald Henry. Kind of rough for Ronald Henry. He was a chase driver, but he missed the first part of the chase. All 3 races, he wasn't able to make it due to other commitments with work, and kind of booted him out of the chase. You see Brian Neff right now behind the 21 of Dash McLaughlin, trying to get his 2nd place spot from him. 3rd place, Adam Baker. 4th place, Adam Baker. 5th place, the 36, Braden Johnson. Then we go back a little bit to Len McNeese sitting in 6th. And we said we seen Len last week do a must-win to get in at Talladega. And we see Brian Neff looking underneath. Going to use the 51 of Paul Cohen there. Paul Cohen is a few laps down. They do make a little bit of contact. Adam Baker now was going to try and take a look underneath all three of them. Paul Cohen does move it up high. I think Paul Cohen is 8 laps down. Oh, we see the 36 get into the back of the 84. Sends 48, I mean, he sends 48 up the hill just a little bit. They do get out of it. Go back here to the 75 of Ronald Henry and the 37 of Andrew Melvin side by side. That's for 11th and 12th. Eric Barilli does move into the top 10. You see the 53, I believe that is, of Lupa Gonzalez sitting there in 12th. A little bit of damages on that truck. Lupa Gonzalez is going to look underneath the 37 of Andrew Melvin and look for 12th. Randy Perdue sitting back here in 7th in that number 55. Right behind them, we have Jim Locking and Aaron Schaefer fighting here for 8th and 9th. Paul Cohen going to take it 3 wide. We see the 91 of Jim Locking right now in 9th. Eric Barilli in that 14th in 10th. And behind them, the 53 Lupa Gonzalez right now looking again underneath the 37. Just cannot get it done. And it looks like Mason Clark, the number 38, might have taken it behind the wall. See the 14 of Eric Barilli. And David Howard Jr. now gets a little contact. That moves Eric Barilli back to 15th. See the 101 of David Gainforth now looking on the outside of the 14 as they're going to rub doors down the front stretch. So David Howard Jr. does move up to 14th. Back here with the 101 of David Gainforth sitting in 16. Right in front of him is Tyler Pluff. Up front, Travis Waldo, your leader. He's got 51 laps led. He's got about 8/10 over Dash McLaughlin. Brian Neff sitting in 3rd. Adam Baker in 4th. Braden Johnson in 5th. These guys haven't really separated much tonight at all. Go back to Len McNeese, and you see the 89 Shane Papala. He is 3 laps down from that prior incident with the wall. Struggling with that truck, looks like. 84 Len McNeese gonna take it low. Right now, it looks like most of the guys are pretty spread apart. A couple of trucks going around the lap down truck of Tim Giles. We see the 48 of Adam Baker. And they're going to go around the 24 of Jeff Glockner. I believe Jeff is 3 laps down. We've seen Jeff with a little bit of damage on the truck earlier. Looks like Jeff is having a handful on that truck right now. Dash McLaughlin does separate from those guys and tried to reel in Travis Wall. He's got about 8 tenths. We'll keep an eye on the time and see if he is able to bring him in just a little bit. See the 53, Lupa Gonzalez sitting in 11th. Jim locking in at 91 in 10th. Let's see where Eric Barilli ends up right now. He's sitting in 15th. He's got David Howard Jr. in front of him in that number 7 in 14th. And then right behind him is the 22 of Tyler Pluff. And it looks like Travis Wall just spread out to about 1.1 seconds over Dash McLaughlin, but it's still early. We're only at lap 61. Len McNeese getting around the 24. And we see all the drivers. The 24 gonna stay high. Let these guys go on by as they get into turn 3. Go up here to the 75 of Ronald Henry. Let's see where Ronald Henry started out today. Ronald Henry started out 22nd. I believe that is Tim. No, that who's in that white truck? That's Tim Giles there. We just saw him into the wall. So right now, Travis Wall out to about 1.1 seconds over Dash McLaughlin. Let's take a ride around with Travis Wall while we're green. Travis Wall now closing in on the back of the 89 of Shane Papala. Shane gonna move high, let him go on by. So Travis Wall right now 67, 66 laps led, almost 67 laps this time by. Travis takes the win here tonight. He will move on to the final 4. These guys are doing a pretty good job of it. Had a couple of cautions early on, but we've had a nice long green flag run right here. Guys are pretty spread out. See the 37 of Andrew Melvin in 14th. Eric Barilli back in 15th. David Howard Jr. in 13th. See that blue banner on the window and the blue spoiler in the rear. back up with the 29 of Aaron Schaefer sitting in 8th. Len McNeeson at 84 and 7th. Randy Perdue in at 55 sitting in 8th. So Dash got him back down to about 8:10, so he's making a little bit of time on him. See if he's able to close it in a little bit more. May have been lap traffic that held Travis Wall up just a little bit. So 35, Josh Mayu, where did he start tonight? Started 18th, he is up to 12th. Jim Locking right now started 14th. He's sitting in 11th. Randy Perdue started 7th. He's in 10th. Luba Gonzalez started 11th, and he is now currently 9th and trying to close in on Len McNeese. Len McNeese started 16th, currently sitting 8th. Aaron Schaefer started 3rd. Sitting in 7th. Looks like his truck's pretty clean. Ronald Henry, though, started 22nd. Got himself up to 6th right now. Braden Johnson started 13th. He's currently sitting 5th. Adam Baker started 9th. He's sitting in 4th. Brian Neff, he started 8th. And he is rolling in 3rd. Then we go up to Dash McLaughlin, started 2nd. He is 2nd. And then Travis Wall started on the pole. And he is out front. And he'll have 76 laps led this time by. We've had 2 lead changes briefly. And one was Shane Papala, where he was able to get scored for a lap. And we saw he had some trouble with the wall. And it wasn't Travis Wall. So you see Travis right now coming up on a couple of trucks that are a lap down. It's going to allow the 21 of Dash to get a little bit closer. We'll watch and see if he can get around the 51. See Dash bringing it down low. 51 going to stay high. Travis going to be down low. And Dash not really able to make up that much time right there through that group of lap down trucks. See the 101 of David Gainforth. He is the last truck on the lead lap. Travis Wall slowly closing in on him. Going to try and put him down a lap. So Braden Johnson still hanging on to 5th. Adam Baker now sitting in 4th. These guys are given room. You can see when the lap trucks do get approached by the leaders, they are trying to stay out of the way, which is pretty cool. Dash still about 8/10 behind in 2nd. I'm not really sure if we're going to see another pit stop. If these guys do need to stop one more time, it's going to change everything if they do it under green. You see the 21 now getting underneath the 101 of David Gameforth. He is a lap down. The last truck right now on the lead lap is the 16th place of Tyler Pluff. You do see the 44 slowly closing in on him. Going to try and put him a lap down pretty soon. And then Andrew Melvin right in the front. So right now David Gameforth is your lucky dog should a caution come out. See Aaron Schaefer, Lupa Gonzalez side by side, 8th and 9th. Not really sure if there was contact. We did see Aaron Schaefer run it up high. Lupa Gonzalez is going to move into 8th and start looking to close in on the 84 of Len McNeese. Josh Mayu now going to take a look underneath the 29. They're going to be side by side, and that is for 9th and 10th. So top 5 is still Travis Wall, Dash McLaughlin, Brian Neff, Adam Baker, Braden Johnson. These guys have been up in that top 5 position pretty much the whole race here. Go back to 6th. You have Ronald Henry now navigating his way through lap traffic. And then back in 7th, Lupa Gonzalez, which he is quite a ways back from Ronald Henry. So Ronald really doesn't have any pressure right there. Lap trucks do stay out of the way. Ronald able to clear them and try and close in a little bit more on the 36, but they are about a quarter of a track separated from each other. Go back to the 89 Shane Papala right now sitting in 20th, getting ready to go another lap down. This is going to put him 5 laps down. Still out there though, trying to get as many positions as he can. We have 2 more races for him to try and get a win and lock in for the final 4. Shane is the current Lazy Days Racing truck champion from last season in the trucks. So we know Shane can do it. Just having a little bit of bad luck here tonight. We see the 60 of Brian Neff, the 48 of Adam Baker, and the 36 of Braden Johnson. Those are 4th, 5th, and 6th, and they are trying to get through the lap down trucks here. We go back up to 2nd place, the number 21, Dash McLaughlin. He's got him down about 7 tenths now, so he starts creeping in a little bit on him. And then Travis kind of puts it to the floor again. Jeff Glockner right now sitting in 19th. You see David Howard Jr. in that number 7. Let's see, he's sitting in 13th. Where did David Howard Jr. start? I know I pulled him up before. He started 12th, sitting in 13th. We do see a little bit of damage on the back of that truck. Back to Eric Barilli now side by side, trying to hang on to be on the lead lap. He is the last truck on the lead lap. 44 of Travis Wall going to put him a lap down. So the next driver, the last driver on the lead lap, there is David Howard Jr. in that number 7. And Travis Wall not too far behind. And we're going to start counting these laps down. Right now, I'm pretty spread out. See the 21 of Dash go around the 14 of Eric Barilli. Travis Wall now trying to work his way around the 24 of Jeff Glockner. While we're green, let's go inside with Braden Johnson. Take a couple laps around with him. You gotta have a good rhythm here. You can hear him getting into the turns pretty good. Able to keep it down low and throttle back out. So we just come to 24 laps to go. Travis Wall out front. 100 laps led. Definitely will come out of here with the most laps led. Second place, Dash McLaughlin. He is only about 8/10ths behind. Then we go back to third place, the number 60 of Brian Neff. And then fourth place is the 48 of Adam Baker. And rounding, oh, Timothy Giles up into the wall. Rounding out your top 5 to 36, Braden Johnson. We see Tim Giles struggling out there tonight with that truck, up into the wall quite a few times. He's going to make contact with the 24. You see Lupa Gonzalez right there in 7th. So right now, Dash McLaughlin in 2nd. He's got about 6/10, so he's kind of closing in a little bit here on Travis Wall. Down to about 5/10ths now. We are coming to 19 to go this time across the stripe. This is the time, if he's got anything, this is the time to do it. We'll kind of keep an eye on those guys and see if he's able to do anything with it. He's about 6/10ths behind. David Howard Jr. sitting in 17th. Randy Perdue right there in that 55. In 12th. 11th place, Aaron Schaefer in that number 29. Jim Locking in 10th in that 91. Len McNeese with a really good run here tonight so far, sitting in 9th. Josh Mayu right now sitting in 8th in that number 35. Lupa Gonzalez in 7th. Then we go up to Ronald Henry. He's sitting in 6th. Braden Johnson right now is in 5th. Adam Baker in 4th. Trying to get one more position from the 60 of Brian Neff. Brian Neff right now sitting in 3rd. Go up front with Travis. He's got a bunch of trucks in front of him. That's not what he wants to see right here towards the end of the race. Dash is closing in on him. And these guys in front of him are fighting for position also. So you have David Howard Jr. right there in 13, the 55 in 12. And then Aaron Schaefer in 11. So these guys are, you know, fighting it out for their own positions. And we have a leader wanting to get by. So he's going to have to try and find a way by. And that's going to allow the 21 to start closing in on him pretty soon. And it looks like David Howard Jr. will let them go on by. So we'll have to see when he catches now the 55 of Randy Perdue. See the 21, Dash McLaughlin does get by. Travis Wall out there, 112 laps led so far tonight. The only other driver to lead a lap tonight was the 89 of Shane Papala. He did lead one lap. Travis gonna take it down low to 55. Randy Perdue gonna move it up high. Travis Wall gonna get by and look for another driver. See the 21 of Dash McLaughlin trying to get by the 55, but the 55 brings it down in front of him and almost loses it in front of him. Not what you want to see. And the 55 is getting real loose coming out of the turns there. Side by side with the 89. That's Shane Papali, 6 laps down right now. And Travis Wall just getting away because Dash cannot get by the 55. Let's see how long Dash can hang on to his patience there. And he is going to make contact with him. And the yellow is going to come out. I mean, we've seen it, you know, how patient can you be when a lap down truck does not move out of your way? There's no reason really for him to be fighting him at that point. So we got 6 laps to go here. Hopefully we'll be able to go back green. Like David Howard Jr. will be your lucky dog. So David Howard Jr. going to get one of those laps back. That should put him back on the tail end of the field. So tomorrow night, right here, 8:45, the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series will be at Kansas. That will be their first race in the round of 8. And those are the guys here at SoMo Racing League. And then Thursday night will be Talladega on PBR Broadcasting at 8:45. And that'll be the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series. And it should be a lot of fun. That is the round of 12. Talladega is always a crapshoot. So the only You know, some of the guys going in there that do not have a win. I think Keith Mayato right now is the only driver in the Cup Series that has a win. So Talladega is not really going to hurt him much regardless of the outcome. But the other chase drivers definitely going to make a big difference there, because the super speedways, you could be in the right place at the wrong time. I know most people say the wrong place at the wrong time, but the super speedways, you're in the right place at the wrong time. So we'll see. The lights do go out. Travis Wall is going to take the outside. I think this is going to be a interesting finish to the race tonight. We'll watch the top 5 here. And if you look, Len McNeese right there in 7th. We have a couple of chase drivers. You have the 44, the 21, the 48, the 53, and the 84 as the pace car goes in for the last time tonight. 2-lap shootout. Oh, and there is a big one right there. It looked like the 60 was trying to push the 21, but it didn't go right. Let's go back real quick, try to take a look at that. Let's try to take a closer look. Back up one more time. Yeah, see, he gave him a bump. Yeah, I don't know where he was going on that one, but wow. And that does a lot of damage to the field. A lot of guys damaged on that one. Travis Wall gonna come out of here, your winner tonight. Travis Wall definitely was the truck to beat. Travis Wall's going to have 124 laps led. The only other driver that's going to lead a lap here tonight was Shane Papala. And Shane, where does he finish here tonight? Looks like Shane will finish 20th. So rough night for Shane here. But still in it. 2 more races to go. So it looks like it's going to be Travis Wall, Lupa Gonzalez. And I'm not sure if it's going to be Brian Neff or Dash McLaughlin. So we will try and get a word in a minute with the drivers. Let me see if I can get a word in with Joe Mitchell real quick. Hey, Joe Mitchell, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Joe, I'm having a little trouble here with my finishing order. I have Travis Wall, Lupa Gonzalez, Brian Neff.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Thanks, man. I don't know why I always get 2 different ones. I appreciate it, Joe. Thanks, bud.
Yep, no problem.
All right. So let's get a word in with Brian Neff first. Hey, Brian Neff, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, man. Give me a second here. I lost you.
I'm still here.
Yeah, no, I lost you on the track. Sorry about that. Look, you started 8th. And what do you come in 3rd here tonight? How was it out there on the track?
It was great till I blew it at the end.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened there. Did you just not calculate the green right?
Well, I was just trying to get a good start there. You know, wanted to go for the win, and I thought they'd go, and I let off, and then I thought they went, and they didn't, and I checked up, and then everything went crazy.
Yeah, we were went back and watched. At first, it looked like maybe you were trying to push him and give him a little bit of a push, so we went back a little again and looked. But you know, you'll have it. Really wasn't too bad though, man. For Martinsville, I think you know, pretty decent race. Little shaky in the beginning, but only 4 cautions, and you know, you're gonna have that here at Martinsville. But not a bad run for you. You take a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, it was a great race up front. Everybody, the four of us were pretty much stuck together the whole time, and I guess just not used to running the truck and getting a little over anxious.
Yeah, but that's all right. The top five was with you guys, Adam Baker, what was it, Braden Johnson, Dash McLaughlin. I mean, you guys were all together all night long. Definitely looked pretty good out there. We were a little bit concerned in the beginning with a couple cautions that came out, but things ironed out. Should be pretty good. Next week's Texas, man. How you feeling about hitting Texas?
I'd rather come back here. Yeah, short tracks are my thing, but I look forward to every week over here. It's always good.
Yeah, I see. Good to see. Oh man, I'm stuck here. Ronald Henry come back tonight.
Yeah, I think his traveling is over, so I don't
Yeah.
know about next week.
Yeah, it's too bad for him that he had to miss the chase, but it's good to see him come back here tonight. Anyway, man, congratulations on the third. I know it's not exactly the way you would have wanted it, but it happens, man. It's racing. Nothing we can really do about it. Just move on.
Yeah, it was a good race. I just want to apologize to those guys. I didn't mean for that to happen. So it was a lot of fun racing at them, and it was a good time.
All right, man, before we let you get down here, is anybody you want to shout out to?
Portside, Land Rover, and Jaguar. Appreciate their sponsorship. My buddy Ron, everybody for racing clean tonight. You guys for doing the broadcast. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you in Texas next week. Congratulations on the third, and look pretty good out there, man. Good luck to you.
All right, thanks, Paul.
All right, we cannot get a word in with Lupa Gonzalez because he's not going to be here. So we'll try and get a word in with Travis Wall. See if I can find him here. Travis Wall, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
Wow, dude, what a run tonight. Definitely put it out there, man. What'd you have? 124 laps led, man. The only other driver that led a lap tonight was Shane Papala, another chase driver. Looked really good out there tonight, man. Locking yourself in for the final four. That's got to feel good.
Oh, it definitely does. I didn't realize it was going to be for the final round. So this is definitely a nice blessing to see that happen.
Yeah, Texas next, and then Phoenix, and right after that, man, it's the final four. So you're definitely got a seat in there. So I know that's definitely got to make you feel good, and you earned it, man. 124 laps led here tonight, man. How'd you do it?
It was all just about being patient. Just make sure you're not scrubbing the tires too hard. You're not killing your speed through the center of the corner. And then staying clean with the traffic coming up through the lap cars. So just a combination of everything and just having good restarts.
Yeah, we were watching you. I believe we even jumped in the truck with you a couple times and trying to hear the rhythm and all. We saw when you got caught up with a whole bunch of lap down trucks or trucks on the lead lap about to go a lap down. We were watching the 21 Dash McLaughlin, seeing if he was able to close it in on you and do something, but he closed it in, but he wasn't really able to take advantage of it, man. Were you watching at all for that, or were you just kind of watching forward, trying to navigate your way through?
Mainly, I was actually watching third, fourth, and fifth there. Dash, me and him were working kind of together, and we had a chat going, so I knew where he was, and I just needed to keep him behind me, and I knew that was going to be clean. And then once Adam and Brian were actually catching us, and I think Braden, or the 36 truck, I think he was starting to reel him in too. So once I got to a point to where Dash was actually catching me more time, once I found that out, I had to go around them. So once I did that, it was kind of do my best to be clean and not mess with them, because they were all racing for position too. So it's kind of tough to be careful around them guys, because they're racing for position, and you don't want the wreck to happen right in front of you either. You don't want to pressure them too hard. So just had to be mindful of just everything around you. Just had to be
And
sensory overload just about. But
and especially at Martinsville of all places. But it definitely looked good, man. Truck looked good out there. I see we got the blue numbers on there, sporting the Virginias. So looking really sharp out there, man. 124 laps led, a dominant run here. Guarantee your spot into the round of 4. We can't, well, I don't want to rush it, but we can't wait till we get to Homestead and see what that brings. But whatever happens now, the next 2 races, at least you can come out and have a good time. If you get the win, you get the win. If something happens, at least you really don't have to worry about it because you are locked in, man. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go out there to win next 2 and make everybody else race for points and not guarantee their spot. So I feel pretty confident about Texas and Phoenix being able to. Phoenix is kind of similar driving to this, and Texas, I lapped almost the whole field at Atlanta, so hopefully Texas races similar to that.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool, man. We were talking about that because Len McNeese last week was in a must-win to advance to this round, to the round of 8, and he pulled it off. If a non-chase driver gets a win, that just makes it harder for any more chase drivers trying to work their way forward. And only 4 of you guys are going, so you know you're 1, so there's only 3 more spots open, man. But way to get it done tonight, man. 124 laps, kept the truck clean, looks real good out there. And before we let you go, man, anybody you want to shout out to?
I just got to thank SoMo for having a good league for us all to come out and race and be able to have televised Portside, Jaguar, and Land Rover for being able to sponsor the broadcast. That way I can at least go back and watch what I did wrong and did right, and everybody else what they were doing. And then, yeah, I can't wait till next week.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations, dude, and congratulations on locking in.
All right, thank you, sir.
We'll see you then. Let's see if I can get a word in with Braden Johnson here. Hey, Braden, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, dude, you had a great run tonight. Excuse me, except for that, I don't know what happened there at the end, man. But, dude, you were up in the top 5 all night long, man. I know that's not the way you wanted it to go, but how'd your truck feel out there while you were running these laps?
Oh, it felt great up until that very long green flag run, and I thought I thought it was just loose. It was just hard to keep the car under you, but it was a lot of good green flag running, and I enjoyed it, and a lot of respect from the lapped cars and stuff. It was amazing running.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you were pretty strong out there, man. You stayed up in the top 5 all night until that final restart there. You definitely had a chance to move up some positions, man. You know, Martinsville is kind of tough, man. You guys did a great job, though, you know, to keep the cautions down in them long green flag runs there at the end, man. And it's too bad what happened at the end. But, you know, we'll come back again next week's Texas. How you feel about Texas?
I haven't ran a lap there yet, but I'm going to put in some work before next Tuesday.
You'll probably be the guy to come out and win because that's usually what happens. But it's good to have you here, man. And I know, you know, where you finished tonight isn't really where you should have been. You definitely were at least a top 5 truck, if not better. But not a bad run for you tonight, man. We just wanted to get a word in with you before you got out of here tonight.
Alrighty, I appreciate the league and the green flag run. I should thank Martinsville for that far of a green flag run to definitely be a testament to how great this league really is.
Yeah, I think it was really a great run. Once I think once the little bit of bugs in the beginning got taken care of, guys settled it out, and it went pretty good. So, you know, can't really complain about that. You never know what to expect when you come to a track like this. But anyway, before we let you get out of here, man, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I would love to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my uncle. They always help me throughout these races. A shout out to my friend Pluff, Andrew, and Mason, who run with me during these races and practice. And yeah. And also, too, my girlfriend paints my trucks.
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, we see every week come out with a different paint. That's pretty cool. Is she D?
Yep, she is Diamante Elenas.
All right, because we did have her say good luck, everyone. Go number 36 here in chat. So good to know. Now we'll know who she is when we're talking with her.
All righty. It was a pleasure running with you guys tonight.
All right, man. We look forward to seeing you in Texas. And like I said, man, I know it's not where you wanted to finish. You definitely had a stronger truck than that. But, you know, still more time. And congratulations, bud.
Thank you very much.
You got it. All right, we had to get a word in with him because he definitely had a good truck here tonight. Another person I'd like to get a word in with is Dash. Let me see if I can grab a hold of Dash.
It's like a
Hey, Dash, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry to break in on you like that, man, but we just wanted to get a word in with you. You had a great run here tonight up until that very end, man. A second place for quite a while. We were even talking about when you were trying to get around the, I believe it was the 55, you know, and we even said, man, I wonder how long he's going to be patient with him because, you know, he was kind of holding you up there. It's unfortunate that did happen and caused that caution because that caused that restart. But, I mean, you know, it's Martinsville. We have all different kind of scenarios that go on. But other than that, I mean, how did your truck feel to you?
It was good. I mean, I was trying to stay with Travis all race long, trying to at least stay with him within a car length or two, and try to get through lap traffic and try to keep third place and fourth place behind us, and just motor through the race and at least try to get a second place or maybe a win, if that. But no, I mean the car on fresh tires, it was like a rocket ship, and then the longer the run got, the more you had to back the corners up and drive the car down the corner and just try to be patient on the exit. You had to roll into the throttle and just hope the car doesn't spin tires on the exit of the corner and get loose on you. I mean, other than that, I mean, the car felt great. I love running at Martinsville when I can, and it's better. We've improved. I've improved at this track since last race, definitely, because I know the last race we raced, I wrecked out, and coming back and being a sixth place finish, and this race tonight, and being in the playoffs, it's a good advantage for next week.
Yeah, you definitely started off good, and unfortunately, if it wasn't for that last restart, I still say you probably would have had at least second. You were closing in on Travis, so you definitely had a good truck here tonight. So you got the right attitude. Just come back next week to Texas and see about grabbing that win and keeping yourself up there in the points, man, to lock in for that Final Four because it's coming quick.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, then we wanted to get a word in with you, but before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out to?
Especially you, Joe, Paul, you and Joe, all the admins that are racing with us, all the new people that have come in and raced us clean tonight, and especially Travis for the win. He, I guarantee he'll be pretty good for the championship race, and all the drivers that drove us clean tonight.
Yeah. These new guys that came in, they did a great job here. We're glad to have them. It's always good to get good, respectful drivers into the league. It just makes it that much better. But you had a good run here tonight. Unfortunate for that last restart. But other than that, man, I think you'll be all right. Head on to Texas, and we'll look forward to talking to you then.
10-4. And if you guys, let you guys know if you guys want me on Sunday, we'll definitely love to be on this Sunday.
All right, buddy. We'll get in touch with you.
10-4.
All right. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we just wanted to get a couple words in with the drivers here tonight, and I like what he did say, which is true. We've had a lot of new drivers come in. Tuesday night is the open night for recruiting right now, and we've had a bunch of drivers sign up and come in, and they've been really good, respectful. So, we're liking that. We're liking what we're seeing, and we're hoping to stay in that trend. We'll be heading to the Winter Series soon. Tomorrow night will be the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series in the round of 8 there. And those guys have been keeping it clean Wednesday nights too. So guys are definitely doing what needs to be done. All right, so we had 125 laps, 2 lead changes. Travis Wall comes out with 124 laps led. The only other driver to lead a lap is Shane Papala. 4 cautions, which is not bad for Martinsville. We will go over the results, and then we will pack it up and get up out of here. Finishing first, Travis Wall gonna lock himself into Phoenix. He's got himself a guaranteed spot in the Final Four Second place, Lupa Gonzalez. Congratulations to Lupa Gonzalez on that second place finish. Definitely going to help him be one of those 3 in that final 4. Brian Neff will finish 3rd. Len McNeese takes it home 4th. Adam Baker will finish 5th. Dash McLaughlin, you heard him talking before. He's got a 6th place finish. Josh Mayu will finish 7th. Braden Johnson finishes 8th. David Howard Jr. will take home 9th. Jim Locking rounds out your top 10. 11th place is Ronald Henry. 12th will go to Eric Barilli. 13th to Tyler Pluff. 14th to J.D. Willis. 15th will go to Andrew Melvin. 16th to David Gainforth. 17th goes to Aaron Schaefer. Randy Perdue will finish 18th. Jeff Glockner will finish 19th. Shane Papala, who was real strong here tonight, had some misfortunes and will finish 20th, but still got 2 more races to get it done. Anthony Cianci will finish 21st. Paul Buzz Cohen will finish 22nd. Tim Giles finishes 23rd. Mason Clark will finish 24th, and Joe Mitchell will finish 25th. Well, that's all we got here tonight. Hope the race was good, and hopefully you'll come back tomorrow night and check out the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series with the SoMo Racing drivers at Kansas. And then Thursday night, PBR Broadcasting, the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series with the SoMo Racing drivers. And should be some fun. And then Sunday night, the SoMo Garage from 9 to 10. Thanks for tuning in. Till then, have a safe week. Have a safe night, everybody. We'll talk to you then.